Gauteng Traffic Police are urging motorists to stay alert and drive safely. And this is ahead of the National Day of Prayer at the FNB Stadium that happens today. For more on today's proceedings, we take you now to Liezle, Wilson and Lerato Makola, who are out at FNB Stadium for us. So, Liezle, I'm sure there's lots to go through there today. Take us through what's happening where you are now.
Thank you, Mkolisi, and good morning to our viewers. Yes, so we are coming to you live from the FNB Stadium, and this is where the National Day of Prayer is happening. It's proudly brought to you by the Motsepe Foundation. Of course, we're going to see 33 religious organizations come together to really, pray for the country, pray for the continent, pray for the world at large. As you know, it's an interfaith event, and so we're going to see different religions coming out. Of course, the leaders really coming out to represent and perhaps offer some spiritual guidance, given the plethora of issues that is being plagued by society at large. We spoke to our researcher earlier on, our specialist researcher at the SABC News, Masweli, and he was breaking down, the crime stats that had just been released this week, the issues of GBV as well. You've also got poverty, unemployment amongst the youth and the country, inequality as well, not let alone the humanitarian crisis that's happening on the country, on the continent and the world over. And so today, at this 95,000-seater capacity stadium, we're looking to fill up that stadium with all the different members coming out to be part of this historic event. You know that it's a legendary event in itself, because it's seen the World Cup, it's seen political movements host milestones here. You've also seen sold out concerts, and so this mammoth event is also going to be one on equal standing as we bring those issues to the fore. And of course, just look at how things have transpired since its inception back in 2017, and then bar the COVID-19 pandemic, of course, now that it's resumed for the 5th edition. And so we're going to bring you all that coverage. You can see the stadium is getting fuller by the minute, and this is where people are making their way. You can just feel the palpable energy in the air as well. There's excitement, there's lots of order, as lots of preparation, of course, has gone into putting all of this together. Our cameraman is just panning across the stadium to show you the state of readiness. Right at the front there, in front of the stage, you can see the women donning yellow and green are already seated, as well as the men to their right, also in green. They are seated, they're ready, and some of the other denominations are also making their way just below us. I don't know if you can see, but the IPHC, the International Pentecostal Holiness Church, is going to be seated down here. They're donning red, they're donning blue, and they're donning red as well. The ushers, their marshals are slowly making sure things are also getting ready for their members to make their way. And then there are other religious organizations such as the Chembe Church. They'll be seated a little further to the left of the IPHC. You've also got the presidential suite, where the leaders will be sitting there, and of course being taken to the stage as they address the nation and address all those who are streaming in from all around the world. Of course, this is a coverage that's happening online as well. And so we're welcoming all of that action as it continues. So do stay tuned. I'm going to now hand it over to my colleague Lerato Makola, because she's actually on the other side of the stadium. She is monitoring people entering. So what we are seeing now, she is seeing them obviously getting off the buses and making their way into the stadium. So Lerato, good morning once again. It's not just after 7 o'clock. Perhaps you can tell us, in terms of the mood and the atmosphere on your end as people make their way, what the traffic volumes are also looking like, how the preparedness is also going on that end. It's over to you.
Yes, indeed, Liezle. Well, we're coming to you live from the FNB Stadium, inside the stadium for the 2025 National Day of Prayer. And the congregants have started to trickle in to stream into the FNB Stadium. I'm just going to ask my colleague Ngundla to pan on his right so that we can actually show the viewers at home, to pan on his right to show the viewers at home the situation right now inside the stadium. Well, what I can can tell you, as you can see, that the men and the women, the congregants are here. And on the right, well, we see some of the chairs that are empty. As behind me, some of the chairs are empty, but some of the chairs are almost completely full, with many people having arrived before sunrise to be part of this moment. As you can see them waving, the atmosphere is electric, the energy is incredible here at the FNB Stadium. And we also saw some of the ushers controlling people just to ensure that everyone or the congregants, they sit according to their color coordination. As you can see that while people who are the congregants who are wearing green, they have their section, they are seated on the part of the stadium, and some of the congregants who are wearing green, blue, they're also sitting on their side. Well, Liezle, what I can tell you is that there's an impression that this event is for the Zionic Christian Church members, but we saw quite a number of church members here. We saw the IPHC, we saw the St. John's Apostolic Church, just to mention a few. While the program has not started, but what I can tell you is that different religious denominations are going to gather here to pray, Liezle, for some of the challenges facing the country, including gender-based violence and femicide, crime, unemployment, and illegal mining, just to mention a few. As you'd remember that President Cyril Ramaphosa declared gender-based violence and femicide a national crisis, and we're also commemorating the 16 days of activism. While this, my brother can tell you that the energy is incredible here inside the FNB Stadium, and we also expect different religious leaders, community representatives, Liezle, to also address the congregants and also deliver their sermon, and also pray for some of the challenges, as I've mentioned, that the country is facing. And we understand that this year's focus is on praying for solutions to South Africa's deepening social challenges that the country is facing. While Liezle, what I can tell you is that the energy is incredible here at the FNB Stadium. I'm also just going to ask my colleague to pan to his right, so that the viewers at home can see the situation right now inside the stadium. But for now, back to you in studio.
Lerato, Makola is our reporter out there monitoring developments out at the National Day of Prayer at the FNB Stadium, alongside SABC News anchor Liezle Wilson. They're making sure that we don't miss out on anything that's happening there. Thanks so much indeed for that update.